Yo, what's going on everybody? So on today's video I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to do a muscle up. I'm gonna be going through the warm-ups that are required for the muscle up. I'm gonna be then gonna go through the technique for the muscle up and the strength portion of the muscle up. So let's get it. Alright, so very simple warm-up routine for the wrist, elbows and shoulders you can do. It's just a very simple rotation of the joints. For the wrists, you can interlock your hands like this and just rotate them, getting them ready, loosening them up, or you can do it individually, just rotate them like this. Skipping, if you have a skipping rope, that works perfect because it's the same motion. And then for your elbows, you just spin your elbows around like so, both directions. It gets the blood flowing, gets the tendons warmed up there. On hot sunny days like today, it's perfect for that, to do this kind of warm up. On a colder day, it's better to do an aerobic warm-up, so either skipping I would recommend for a warm-up, or on a bicycle if you can, indoor bicycle, that works perfect. So anything like that. And then shoulder warm-up, just rotate the shoulders. You can do it on both sides as well, because it is a lot of strain on the shoulders, especially in the top portion of the muscle up. When you push in, that's a lot of shoulder work. So that's a very simple warm-up you can do just for the shoulders itself, not for your full body. Full body, like I said, skipping, bicycle. If you want, you can do a treadmill, but I'm trying to isolate the main joint and main components that are going to be injured and are injured in the muscle up. So the next component that I'm going to be going over is the strength portion. So with the strength, I would recommend being able to do about 10 clean pull-ups, like I showed in the last video, on my pull-up workout, and then probably about 10 to 15 clean dips, straight bar dips that is. You can do parallel dips or ring dips to get used to it, but the straight bar dip is definitely going to be the most useful dip for the muscle up, because it's the top portion of the muscle up. It's how the muscle up is finished. So with that, let me show you the technique. So the technique for the muscle up. I'm gonna show you a few reps of the muscle up, and then I'm gonna break down each thing that I'm doing in it as best as I can, so you guys can be able to do it. So that's the muscle up. You notice when I do it, my legs are completely straight and I'm using as low momentum as possible. That is not what I'm going to be teaching you guys. So with muscle up, just FYI, torque, really helpful, takes away a lot less sweat, helps with a lot more friction. So that's what I was saying. So with muscle up, you often need momentum to do it. There are really strong people out there who can do it with zero momentum, where they will go from a dead hang just like this and muscle up. I used to be able to do it, but I haven't tried that for a while. Maybe in a future video I'll play around some really difficult challenges for myself. So the technique I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the muscle up is going to require your legs to be shooting up to your chest and your body to be swinging a lot. This is not what I did. What I did was a lot more advanced kind of muscle up, which I'll get to later on in the video. Okay, so the first portion of the muscle up is obviously pulling yourself to the bar. Now with this, it's not pulling your body straight up. You're not going to be doing a normal pull-up like that. Yes, I said you need the strength to do that, but that is just so you can build up explosive power to get over the bar. So what you need to do to be able to do the muscle up is to be able to pull yourself away from the bar, if that makes sense. So how that looks, so with the momentum, how that looks, you jump in, get a little bit of swing, and shooting your knees to your chest. Shooting your knees to your chest, and you're pulling away from the ball. So practice just swinging. So you go from where you're standing, you swing a little bit, and from there, I want you to practice shooting your knees up to your chest. So it's basically like a knee raise, but you're shooting your knee as high as you can to your chest, and then with that, you pull in as high as you can, as hard as you can, away from the ball, using the momentum. So you're basically traveling in a straight line going up. So again, you're hopping on, swinging, pulling there, not pulling up. You want to bend your elbows as low as possible, and you want to go there. The next step is getting over the ball. So with this, you're pulling up, and then you're putting yourself in and getting your chest to sit on the ball. So with that, go, get your swing, over the ball, and down. There's some really bad techniques out there where it requires the person to be chicken winging over the ball. That is extremely bad to do, and I don't want anyone to be doing that because it puts so much pressure on your one shoulder that worst case scenario, you dislocate your shoulder or even break it for that matter, because there's so much pressure going onto that one shoulder that it can cause damage. So I'll show you what a bad one looks like. So that's up and there. Even just doing that, I feel a lot of pressure on my collarbone and on my shoulder. So recommend not doing that. Alright, so the next portion of the technique is how far do you need to be swinging your legs. So like I said, you need to swing your body for momentum to get forward, but how far? So I recommend swinging your body to you're at about a 45-degree angle at the ground. So around here, the body slightly angled like that. So I'm gonna just quickly show you how far I go. So when I hop on the bar, I swing just a little bit in front of me from where I am. So just there. So I'm standing here, 1, 2, about 3 feet in front of me, maybe half a meter. So I hop on and I swing. I don't only go too far because then I get too much momentum and I can't control as well. So the last portion of the muscle up is the dip. So this is what I was saying earlier. When I say practice the dips, the straight bar dip will have the best carryover to the muscle up because that's exactly the movement we're going through. I have done ring dips and parallel bar dips to help me build up my muscle up, but to get high reps of the muscle up and to do the muscle up cleanly, it's best to do it on the straight bar. It doesn't have to be a bar this high. If you're able to go to a park somewhere where they have lower bars, that'll be ideal because then you can just hop on without using any extra effort. So with the muscle up dip, you go, try to keep the body straight, go down, chest to bar, and up. Keeping your elbows tucked into your body because that's the safest part for the joints. Keep them nice and compact, and just dipping straight up. There's not really too much to this part of the muscle up. It is as you see it. There are a few other aspects of training the muscle up that I'm gonna get into. Just before I finish, there are a few other cool muscle ups that you can do. So there's an inverted grip muscle up, and then there's another muscle up where you one hand facing the bar and the other one supinated, so in a chin up position. So there are those two variations as well that you can do once you get the normal muscle up. They are a little bit harder, it takes a little more practice to play around with, but it has the exact same fundamentals as doing the normal muscle up. So I'll show you a few reps of them of each, and yeah, let me know if any of you guys are actually able to do these. It didn't take me too long to get used to it. I am excluding the ring muscle up because that's a whole different video on its own. There's special grips for that. So let me show you the inverted grip and the mixed grip muscle up, and then alright, so the mixed grip is probably one of my favorite muscle ups just because it's a little more fun. It's very difficult to get, but it is a lot of fun once you can, just because it's so much more different. It does require a lot more bicep though because of the position, and it's super awkward because instead of pulling yourself out like that, you're kind of doing the like reverse, exactly that reverse movement. Alright, let me show you. So So the reason why it's a lot harder is because you're going from this position, bring yourself up, letting go of the ball, and catching like that. It's about the best tutorial I can think of because it's just practice, bringing, catching that timing, and pushing up like that. It is the open muscle up. And then the mixed grip muscle up is holding like this, similar to how you deadlift, same grip. And this one you can alternate as well. And all three of these muscle ups you can go from here to here to here and back. So it kind of comes like a circle of muscle ups. But just be careful because it's very easily to spare. So mixed grip. Yeah, I failed on that second attempt. Barely. I was a bit too wide. Muscle ups, I don't like being wide. Some people can do really good muscle ups wide. Me personally, a little bit closer to my shoulders. Yeah. And then there's multiple variations, wide variations, like I just said. Close grip muscle ups. Close grip reverse muscle ups. Literally any variation of a muscle up you can think of, you can try almost. One-arm muscle up, there's people doing those. I'm nowhere near that strong, holy shit! But yeah, those are just some muscle ups. So, thanks again for watching. Catch you on the next one. Like and subscribe, everybody.